Hello friend, and welcome back to the eTeam Brit YouTube channel. We return to the wheelspin racing Porsche Supercup, where Lee is battling out for the championship. He's qualified second here at Laguna Seca. There he is. We've got some more ETB drivers in this race. They're just here as substitute drivers to get some experience. It's going to be Lee that we're focusing on, and we're away. Remy is up there on pole position and Kaloum in third, so there's a very fast drivers we've already seen this season, along with Racer X in fourth. Lee dives to the inside on T1, and Remy and Kaloum are side by side. That should slow them down. Let's give Lee a chance to scamper away. He's starting on the racing softs, so he's going for an aggressive opening strategy. It's a good move. He started on the front row, so he can use those softs to try and keep track position. And hopefully, he can really put space between him and Remy, or Kaloum, depending on who wins that particular battle. So, it's a 30-minute race, this feature race. There's a mandatory pit stop. At some point, Lee's going to have to move on to medium tyres. And now, though, he's stretching his legs. Remy and Kaloum falling away. You already see daylight between them on the minimap in the top corner. So Lee absolutely pushing hard. Doesn't want to push too hard, of course. Doesn't want to take too much life out of the tyres too soon. Doesn't want to have an accident and cause himself damage and have to pit to repair it. For now, it's a case of just trying to be as consistent as possible. You know how it is. Drive faster than everyone else and don't crash. That's all he's got to do, right? Simple enough. The question is, can he do that for 30 minutes? We will see. Kaloum has so far won the battle for second place. Oh, no, Remy's going back. Kaloum, in fact, is round. So that promotes Racer X to third. So your top three, Lee, Remy and Racer X. Have Remy and Racer X started on the medium tyres is the question, because they're both quite slow. We're going to skip forward to almost 10 minutes into the race. This is lap 7 of the race. We've got some lap traffic already. There's Foodek Boy up ahead in the green and black car there. Lee gonna just borrow a slipstream. They'll flash the lights there just to say I'm coming through. Please let me get past. Foodek widens the first corner, but then he cuts the nose off the eTeam Brit car. So Foodek Boy not playing the lapped car game here. This is gonna slow Lee down, potentially cost him later on. But now he's got a massive gap. But if Remy and Racer X are currently on mediums, this could be catastrophic for Lee. Flashing the lights again, saying get out the way. Oh, absolute maximum frustration. Lee looking for a way past this car. He must be getting very hot under the collar. Keep it together, Lee. Don't stress out too much. Gets past on the run up to the corkscrew. There's a chance to have a look at the tyres. The front right is starting to go off, as you'd expect, with a anti-clockwise track. They're looking more or less okay. We're skipping forward to 18 minutes now, well over the halfway stage. Lee's really made these tyres last. A great job. Plenty of fuel. It's the eTeam Brit pit crew running out to service that Porsche. And in we go, onto the mediums. Remy is showing as being the lead at the moment. And now we've moved forward to 24.5 minutes in, so about 5 minutes left. At this point in the race, Remy has caught up to Lee. Lee on the mediums, Remy now on the softs after his pit stop. So Remy has the tyre advantage, which means for the next 5 minutes, it's pure survival for Lee. If he wants this win, he's got to really work those medium tyres. We've got some lap traffic up ahead. I'm not quite sure if they're going to be a thing in the next 5 minutes. If they are, then they're going to be absolutely critical. Because Remy absolutely sticking with Lee's back end at the moment. Of course, the second place driver having far more grip underneath him. What can Lee do with the grip that he's got is the question. We're about to go up to finish lap 18. These laps about 1 minute 24, 1 minute 25 long. So perhaps 3 more laps after this. And then we will know who has won. It is going to be a photo finish the way this is going. Remy looks for a way through. Looks for a way up the inside. Oh, and he gets on the dirt in the braking zone. And Remy spins. That leaves Lee all on his own. So close to the end of the race. That's heartbreaking for Remy. Great news for Lee. Although I'm sure he'd rather have won on the track. Speaking of winning. Here we go. Oh, he just crossed the line with 3 or 4 seconds left to go. So Lee there having to do an extra lap. But that means that Remy has finished in second. And anybody who crossed the line now is going to finish. There's Racer X finishing in third. No one can take this win away from Lee now. No one but Lee. So well done. He hung in there. Waited for Remy to bottle it, which he did. That's probably a little bit cruel. And it doesn't matter now that Lee has caught this lap traffic, because he's going to come home in first place. This means in the sprint race, the second race, he's going to be starting in 10th, because the top 10 are reverse grid. We've got a back marker there, way offline. That was Oscar in the dirt. I don't know if he was just trying to get out of the way of Lee, or if he'd overcooked it there. Oh, Oscar, yeah, he's very, very sideways. Lee cruising up behind Dom, another one of the eTeam Brit cars. Just going to show you the level of experience and skill that Lee has in these Porsches. But he can be so much faster than his teammates. Of course, there's no team orders in this particular series, because there are no teams. And Lee slows right down. You going to do a burnout? I think he tried to do a burnout, but just too much grip. So on to the sprint race. Here we go. The 15-minute sprint race. Suwon on pole. Oscar is going to be second. Lee all the way down there in 10th because he won that first race. Let's see what Lee can do from 10th. There he is, right near the back. A whole sea of Porsches in front of him. He's got Remy alongside him. Can he beat his rival into that first corner? Here we go, we're away. Lots of tyre smoke there. Oh, Kaloum's around. A victim of the no traction control rule. Wow, Remy's launch was fantastic. He's up into 5th already, 4th now. And Lee there getting bogged down behind Lindstrom. But he's made it into 8th alongside Remy, who's fallen back. So the two rivals still together. Remy making it past Lindstrom. Lee's trying to follow him through. I think he's done it. Yes, he has. Lee there almost alongside Remy. They've got Dom up in front of them. Is Dom going to stay out of the way? Oh, this is getting a bit shovey. The sprint race run on racing mediums, so they've got to be careful with the grip level. Lee heading up towards the corkscrew. Remy getting a bit of a tow there from Dom. That's Lee up into 5th place. So he's put a car between himself and his rival. That's a great start to the race. Now he's got Racer X up ahead there in 4th. Racer X, another driver we're now used to seeing in these videos. Oh, very aggressive body language there from Lee's car. A little bit too aggressive. Sent it too deep. Oh, that's cost him. That's cost him dearly. He's come out in 9th. So Lee'll be kicking himself for that. But it did look like that particular instance started a little way before the corner. Like the Porsche was just out of shape and struggling to find any kind of traction. Can Lee fight his way back? Well, we know Lee. we're sure he can get some overtakes done. Lindstrom just up ahead. Not too far. How long is it going to take Lee to get on his back? Lindstrom fighting with Dom. And then Remy is ahead of Dom. So, not too much work for Lee to do, but it's work that he didn't want to have to do. And it's work he made for himself. Oh, Lee gets pushed off slightly there by Lindstrom as they go 3 wide into that corner. That's not a corner you want to be 3 wide in. Puts Lee up into 7th. Just behind Remy now. Go through the corkscrew. Remy takes 5th. Lee takes 6th. Remy takes 4th. These two drivers are absolutely in a class of their own right now. C1 between the two of them. And it looks as though Lee is already going for the move. Is he going to go around the outside? No, he thinks better of it. Lee remembering what happened last time he went through this corner. Got a little bit sideways there as Lee gets the power down. But up into 5th. Trying to hunt down Remy now as we're going to lap 3. This is tense stuff. Lots of action. Oh, C1 comes in to try and go underneath Lee into turn 1. Is that going to play out? No. It looks like C1 can't quite make the move done. Up to the side of the track. Can't get a look underneath Lee. So Lee holding that 5th position there. But it's cost him a little bit of time. Just going to try and make up now to Remy. Remy's got a little bit of clear air in front of him, perhaps just enough for a tow there from Racer X in 3rd place. But Lee's calm. Lee's car, sorry, looks very calm now. He's clearly settled down a little bit. Just trying to get in the groove, stay in the zone, run his race. Try to slowly reel in Remy if he can. He's got another 11 minutes. It's not a short race, this. Oh, but that's a little too late on the brakes into the corkscrew. And Lee's going to ruin that, especially if Suan gets alongside him. Suan did get alongside him and underneath him, so Lee loses a place there for the British driver, Suan. That does mean he's lost actually quite a lot of time. Looks like we had somebody there going off in the background. I think that was Lindstrom. Yeah, Lee's lost a lot of time to Remy. Was Lee flashing his lights there, or was that a reflection of the sun? I can't tell. There's Lindstrom. Lindstrom gets reset in 12th, so that's an absolute disaster for him. Victim of Gran Turismo Sport, unfortunately. So Remy's already around this corner and away into the next sector. Lee needs to clear Suan as fast as he can. And this is a move right here. Has he carried too much speed? He's on the dirt. Can Suan come back at him? Looks like Lee's got the inside for the next corner. And there they are. It's done. That move is made. Well done, Lee. Time to get back on with it. Get your head down. Head up to the corkscrew. Chase after your rival. Remy is now in 3rd place. He's cleared Racer X and made it into a podium position here at Laguna Seca. He's got a lot of work to do. Be careful with that particular curb that you just saw Lee bounce over there. It can spin the car around if you're too aggressive on it. Lee obviously quite confident with that part of the track and using that as part of his regular racing line. What we've seen so far, Suan in Lee's slipstream, but I think Lee has just got enough of a gap to get into that first corner ahead of Suan and hold the position. Suan gets very close to the rear bumper there of the eTeam Brit car, but Lee absolutely fine, no casualties. Looks closer to Racer X this time around. Look at that, 0.006 difference in that first sector. Great consistency. And Suan's had enough. So Lee can now look ahead. He doesn't need to look in his mirrors anymore. And up ahead, Remy and Racer X are battling, which means those two may be slowing each other down. There's still hope. There is still hope. Go up to the corkscrew yet again. These laps are just flying by. This is lap 5 already. Lee absolutely pushing with all his might. Almost a second up on his fastest lap already. Not even at the end of the lap yet. So he's giving it everything. Don't give it too much, Lee. Do you know how dodgy this last corner is? How close do they look? Oh, they look very close. Second, third, fourth, all right in the shot there. And Lee almost a second faster than his fastest lap previously in this race. You can see him catching up. What a drive. What a fantastic drive. It looks as though Rick James in first has scampered off. We're going to scoot forwards just a little bit. We've got Remy and Oscar up ahead, going side by side through that corner. Lee getting up behind Oscar, definitely close enough now to have a bit of a tow from that car in front of him. Push, don't want to tow through the corkscrew. Oh! No, 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 Lee just took that slightly wrong. Oh, and it's around. Oh, that's such a shame. It was such a great race. Lee now dropping down to 7th. Oh, he's a long way behind Remy now. Such a shame. That race was going so well. But it's one of those things that happen when you push. You know, you can push too far, just a tiny, tiny bit too far, looking for the absolute edge of what you can push. Who's this in front? It looks as though Remy's had an issue. Remy has gone off. And now, with just over a minute to go, Lee is catching Remy. So this rivalry isn't over yet for this particular race. Lee has a great run there. Can he get past Remy? He's looking to the inside. Not a place you can overtake. Oh, Remy a little bit out of shape there. Lee with a much better, smoother line through that sector. We've got a car sideways up ahead and around. Not quite sure who that is. Oh, it's Oscar. Oscar's gone around. That unsighted Remy and allow Lee to pass him. So Lee back up into 5th and ahead of Remy, which is absolutely crucial for the championship. What a turn of events. Lee might not be taking a haul of points as big as he'd hoped, but he's taking more than his rival, and that's what counts. Close that gap in with just a couple of races left in this championship. And Lee can do as much damage to those points as possible. This is the final lap. All Lee has to do now is stay ahead of Remy, but Remy is really, really hounding him and staying in that slipstream. This isn't over yet. Who's your money on right now? You never count out any driver, do you, really? But, you know, if you've been watching this series, you never count out Lee. Coming up to the corkscrew for the last time, the scene where he had his accident earlier. Must be very, very careful through here. The rear tyre is not looking good. One of the back markers there absolutely dive out of the way of these two. They don't want anything to do with this battle, and I don't blame them. Here comes Lee into that final fast sector. The only real overtaking place now for Remy is the heavy braking zone. It's the final corner, which we're just approaching now. But I think Remy's too far back. All he has to do now is absolutely nail it without getting any wheel spin. He's direct to the finish line. But Lee's got it. Lee finishes ahead of his rival Remy. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, Lee. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to know more about how eTeam Brit is promoting inclusivity in sim racing, check out the information in the description down below. As always, it's been great to have you here. Consider a subscribe and a like. Hopefully we'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.